Alright guys, we are on Lake of the Woods. So I'm going to put you in my front seat. My front seat. I'm headed across the lake to the west side. We're going to go up north on the west side and work that with some larger baits. And got my new rod, and we're just going to work that. Right now we're just sort of trolling a square bill across just because. Although we should troll a bigger one. Let's troll my big bait. I'm gonna troll the big bait. I didn't have a bait clicker though, or a drag clicker, so plus it's 30-pound test on that beast. Picasso, stop video. Look at that, it actually did it. It knows when to stop, it just doesn't know when to start. All right, this is my new rod, one of my new baits. The perch love following it. Usually you get about 20 perch that follow this thing. I think it thinks it's a long lost relative. Really light rod, and it casts effortlessly. It really does. Really nice casting. So we're in 47 feet of water. We're just going to let that sink pretty much. We're going to see what's down there. See what hits it on the way over. Why not? It's better than a square bill in 50 feet of water, that's for sure. The bait swims really good in the water, just FYI. So if you ever buy one of my swim baits, it looks real good in the water. I need to make a pearl white one, just all white. That's what I need to do. Simple cast and real simple to do. And white works well. You know, in clear water, brighter colors work really, really well. I'm using Power Pro 30-pound braid on this rod. So, and that's a 6-inch swim, soft plastic with a owner 8/0 weighted hook, 3/8 ounce. So the whole thing's about 1.5 ounces. Perfect for this rod. So we got to break this rod in today. That's what we got to do. That means we got to catch something big. This is my big fish rod. Technically they all are, but this one's made for big fish. This is going to get to 60 feet before it just automatically, we'll see how my fish find at the bottom just go right up. There's a really hard drop off on the west side, close to shore. So over on the northeast and south side, it's very shallow. But the west side just has this hard drop off to the basin of the lake. Should we go up or south? We're going to go south because I think the south end is going to be hitting. better than the north end. That's what we're going, that's it. That's what we're going to do. Why not? Why not, I say? I mean, it's a 50-50 shot. We don't know where the fish are until we find them. We'll work these docks around here, see if there's something big under there. I'll eat about 50 million flies today. Okay, let's turn the Picasso off. I do have a couple extra batteries, so. I did bring coffee. Here's what we drink. I'm going to meet some viewers at noon. I bought some of my baits, and I've got some baits for the marina, so they'll get a fresh stock of baits. And I've been very, 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 very busy. I have been very busy. I mean, for a guy who doesn't have a job, I got a lot of stuff. You know, I want to do sort of out on the water 15-minute segment for my radio show. It's tonight, tonight. So 7 o'clock tonight on 103.3. And if you're not local, then you could go to the website and check out one of the videos of my radio show, and you'll have a link to the website. And it's at 7 o'clock tonight. It's a full hour show. It has a 15-minute interview with a professional guide, part 1. His second part of the interview will be next week. There'll be some fun stuff in it. You know, fishing with food. You know, fun stuff. I haven't quite figured out next week's, besides a 15-minute segment. Finish the interview, do it on the water, and I don't know. I got to think of it. You guys put in comments, not in chat. Put in comments what you think a good segment of my radio show on fishing would be. A lot of these little itty-bitty gnats. 55 feet of water right now. This is my only shot of coming out on the lake this week. Now next week on Wednesday, I'm bringing a big group out. Friends and my wife. That's a slim to none chance usually, but she has agreed to come out on the water with me, and a couple extra friends and stuff, and a friend's boy who wants to go fishing with me, so gotta make sure he has a fishing license. He's 14. Full $10 for kids in the state of Oregon. And they get everything. Hunting, fishing, the whole 9 yards for $10. If you're under 12, you don't need one. Or 12 and under, or something like that. They can shoot and hook anything they want at that age, at 10. We're just traveling at about a mile and a half, 2 miles per hour. 2 miles per hour. So we're just sort of cruising across, letting this bait do its thing down deeper. And let it sink farther. We got all these perch following it, like follow the leader. That's one of those things about fishing reels. The spools, they hold a lot of line. You really don't need that. I mean, 100 yards is more than enough. More than enough. I think who invented deep fishing reel spools was fishing line companies. But I guess if it's deep, then you can go ahead and just sort of peel it off, cut it, and then, go to the second 100 feet or whatever. $60 feet. I get to 65 a bit for a short second, and then as we get closer to the shore, which we're probably about 300 yards from the shore right now, when we get about 25 yards, then all of a sudden the floor of the lake is just going to start jetting up. A lot of people scuba dive in this lake too, because of the pristine waters. It's real clear. And there are some wrecks down here in the lake too that you can scuba dive, and it's quite interesting. Yeah, there's a no wake zone coming up. What are the odds? This boat with this 55-pound thrust can go 3.5 miles an hour. Seldom do that. It's little bugs. All these little itty bitty midgets. Man, I cleaned my truck's windows on the way up here. Didn't help. Well, it did until I hit all the midgets. Man, they were hitting the window like an apocalyptic plague. 2 feet. It's just a hard drop off on this side. It's like it must be the original. Well, actually, this lake's a natural lake, so I would say it was the river, but this lake's a natural lake. It's just the way it formed hundreds and thousands of years ago. Easterly breeze. There's a deer on somebody's dock. Probably getting a drink of water. Okay, we are now in the no-wake zone. I better slow down. Still 60 feet deep here. Hope it doesn't get too windy. It's not supposed to be a windy day, but this lake tends to get pretty windy. So we're coming up to the docks. Still 55 feet. But now we should be able to see this the bottom really jet up here. 57 feet. Watch. So 52. And we're going pretty slow here, 2 miles an hour. So 52 feet, 50. And it's just going to come up way fast. We're almost to this dock. Still 45 feet. Here it comes. Now it's just jetting up. This is the drop off right here. 30 feet here. Feet. Such a pretty bait. Right by the ladder. Tasso, start video. Doesn't always listen to me. He takes a great picture though. Well, he does, and the audio is pretty poor, but takes a good picture. I'm gonna have to enhance the audio for the radio show. Tree. Oh, there it goes. This thing casts crazy. Oh, man, a tree. This is a really nice rod. Really strong line on this. Don't worry too much. Boy, I can cast a mile with this thing. Something big is under these docks. We really are limiting my catches with this bait. We gotta catch a bucket mouth with this thing because no other fish can be caught with it. I mean, it's an 8/0 hook on a 6-inch bait. I mean, I could put a smaller bait on if we just want to catch some fish. Got to break in this rod, though. You know? You just got to break it in. Got to catch stuff. Let's do something smaller, and we'll catch something. Try to get a bite on, and. Maybe get a feed, some kind of feeding frenzy going. Catch some smaller fish. Okay. me stop that because it was going over the dock. A little bit of a backlash, no big deal. No big deal. Great rods, great reels, you don't have to worry about things. Just focus on where you're shooting and focus on fishing. That's what a good rod and good reel does. Increases your joy by eliminating any kind of concerns. This is a 2-inch crankbait. Just working it right around these docks right here. I'm sorry. Yep. Bait is okay. It's tightened up. Got a jumper right behind me. Go port side and see what it was. Nothing that wants that bait. By the way, there's no such thing as a blue feather in nature. They just look blue. I know that sounds like a contradiction, but it's actually brown. Just is cut in a way and only refracts blue spectrum of light to the human eye. The West Coast does not have blue jays. We have lots of jays, but no blue jays. We have stellar jays. We have scrub jays. Not blue jays. They just happen to be blue. at least to our eyes. Just fishing around the ducks. Some baits just get all full of themselves and the line gets caught up in a hook. Put my glasses on. So I can see this really small 4-pound test. It's amazing what fishing line can do all by itself. Isn't it? And good morning to anybody who's on. You guys are in my front seat. I can't really see you. Guys trolling for trout. Maybe coke. Might be some kokanee out there. Sure there are. There we go. I'm going to try a little faster retrieve and see if that doesn't excite something. Let's try something different. I'm going to try one of my new soft plastics. And we have to put that on. We got to put that on a jig. So let's find a jig, put it on. Nice clear water. We're going to go white. We'll do a white chatterbait with this new bait I made. These. Some dancing bones. I'm going to do this green and pearl one. How cool is that, huh? Is that the coolest thing? I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. Right through that middle spine. Up. Problem with these dancing bones is got a very small center section. I mean, it's got so much action on it, you know? Look at that. This thing's just full of action. Oh, could put it on better. Crazy looking bait. It's called dancing bones. Some good brush over there behind that boat. Use a chatterbait, just reel it, the speed of reeling is just to activate it. Let it sink. And right when, find that speed to where your tip chatters. That's your real speed on a chatterbait. Could be fast, could be slow. Just depends on the quality of chatterbait. Here, doggy. Just let it go slow. This is a pretty bright one, but clear water. Could go darker. I got a red one and a green one. Again, we're going big. You know, this is my BFS. This is a 4/0 hook. Still shooting for a big one. We could try a more dull color, maybe go with green or red, put it on a different one. You want to match your trailer to your jig skirt. You want to match them color-wise. Out. I always hate it when they treat the lake like their swimming pool. They leave their toys out on the lake like this. They should pull them back onto their dogs. You know? It's not their pool. They rent this land underneath their house. And they have to, there's an obligation to it. There's an obligation to it. You gotta become a good steward. Find a different jig for the red one. Play with the colors a little bit. Good jig here for red. Make sure. Let that sort of like do its thing. I'm going to take the red one here. Everybody likes green, but green's for, you know, green works, but try these other colors. Lord. And that is just wild looking, man. That's just wild looking. And we'll bring up the white. And switch it to red. Go from chatterbait to just regular jig. It's a football jig. We're just going to switch this up a bit. Again, we are shooting for something bigger. Let that sink. Now this particular plastic is made a little more dense than that one. I softened the plastic on that one. This one's a little more dense. Wanted to play with the formulas. That's such a pretty bait. Almost 63-degree water. Might get to 65. 65 is top water. There's crappie over here. We all know that. Crappie's not going to hit this thing. Fishing with jigs is very, very different than fishing with a hard lure. That's why I'm not very good at it. It's not like I haven't caught anything on them. I just don't spend the time on soft plastics as I should. Big old tree down over there, but 4-pound test, I usually get all tangled up. You guys want me to catch something, just pop it in there. I'll go finesse and we'll catch something. But I really want something big on some of these new soft plastics I've been making. Because it'll be available in the store here. Nice and tell them it works. Big damn tree right here. Couple trees. Afraid to throw over there, but we'll do it. We'll see if I catch a branch or fish. That's an osprey. Oh, went over the corner of it. Lost it over. Yeah, he's kokanee fishing. By the flasher, he's got hooked up. Okay, so we're gonna make our way down to the southern end. In the meantime, we're gonna swim. We're gonna sort of control this big swim bait behind us. Right along the shelf here. That was a very good cast. Fish from the wind. Motor. So, all right. Let that drag out a little bit. Let's see what you guys are saying. Ugh. Hopefully we get a big hookup. Hey, Riverfront, I'm glad. Thank you very much. Hey, Squirrel, Joe. Oh yeah, Joe, definitely. Wish you the best. Tight lines, buddy, for your fishing tournament. Basketball, I haven't, I hooked 2, didn't land them. I don't know why. For me to hook 2 and not land it is just stupid, actually. I don't usually do that. So But we're just going to sort of motor over here. I really want to get down to these southern docks and then hit the plateau here on this side of the lake. It's about 10 feet deep all the way across here with good vegetation. So I'm really hoping. And then the very southern end is lily pads once they grow in. We don't have my lily pads going right now. And we're at 63-degree water right now. Top water starts hitting at about 65. That's just the very beginning, and at 70, you're in heaven. 75, you don't do anything else. You just do everything top water. So, but yeah, that's that. Hey, Ty. Good morning to you. So we're just working. We're just going to troll that swim bait I made behind me just until we get to my new spot. And this swim bait looks beautiful. I've had about 50, perch follow it. I think they thought it was a long lost relative. Not that they can hit it. It's got an 8/0 hook on it. So, I mean, this is a bucket mouth lure only. That's what it is. So, I do have some new soft baits that I created, and I want to catch something with them. And this is a brand new rod. So we got to break it in, but that's my heavy rod. So it's really designed for the good big stuff. So we're almost like go big or go home today. That's what we're doing. I mean, over here, there's so much perch and crappie. I mean, I could catch a bunch of fish right now if I wanted, but there's just going to be perch and crappie. Throw a small jig on and then up they come every cast. But we're really wanting to break in this new rod. It's an absolute stunner of a rod. It's a Cajun Atled, ATLED, heavy, fast. It is beautiful. And it casts a mile. So very, very, very light for a heavy rod. Usually heavy rods are heavy. Big blanks on them. Yeah, they're just heavy. But this is all hand-rolled carbon fiber. So it's as light as it's going to get, I guess. All right, I'm going to put you up in the front seat. Because if I get a hit, I'm just going to throw my phone down. And you guys can just hear me pooping and hollering on the big. But yeah, this is a 6-inch bait that I made. Molded it myself and painted it. So completely weedless. I mean, again, it's an 8/0 owner beast hook on it. Weighted 3/8 ounces, about 1.5 ounces. This whole bait together. We're just gonna come on down here. Work these, just troll until we get to the very southern end of this lake. It's about, half mile-ish. So running at 2 miles per hour. You do the math. 15 to 30 minutes. We'll get there in due time. I always like having a line in the water because, it's just, you just don't want to pass up a good opportunity, Riverfront. Totally going to subscribe and check out the bait you're working on. Thanks, River. I really appreciate it. I try to have a nice little fun channel, and I have a radio show on Friday nights. So check out one of my radio rebroadcasts on my YouTube channel, and there's a link for the internet broadcast of it. Friday nights at 7 Pacific. But I always put it on the YouTube channel after the broadcast. But that's here locally at Klamath Falls, that I have the radio show. And tonight I have a part one of an interview with a professional guide, which is pretty cool. And hopefully you guys will like that. If you have suggestions of what a cool radio segment would be, put it in the comments below, please. There's only so much I can talk about for an hour. And so I'm going to do some editing of this day out on the lake and probably try to make an entertaining 15-minute segment of it. So, but we'll see what we can do. Lurking and watching. Cool. Thanks, Cerebral. And these guys they're kokanee fishing. So they got to shoot at about 30 feet depth, which is about where they're at. The cokes are running deep because of the water, 63.3 degrees. You know what? By the time we get down to the southern end, we might be in topwater territory in temperature. So that'll be really good. Yeah, it is gorgeous. Look, I mean, you can't see the mountain, to that way or wherever. I don't know. Mount McLaughlin's gorgeous, and so is Mount Brown. But we're so close to the west side that this lake is just stunning. It reminds me of like a little Lake Tahoe, if you've ever been to Tahoe. And it's you got the forest comes right down to the water's edge, and these are generational homes right here. These homes are never for sale. They're generation to generation. I am at Lake of the Woods, Oregon. It's in the southern portion of Oregon in Klamath Falls where I live. So this is actually in the town I live in. Although I live next to Upper Klamath and Link River, and there's Yawana Lake too. So the Upper Klamath is 25 miles long, 8 miles wide. That's the lake just above me. And then there's a little river called Link River that connects Link to Yawana Lake. And I live right next to Link River. And then this is about 30 minutes. Klamath Falls is a big town, big geographic area. I am targeting largemouth bass. That's what I'm doing. And I got a brand new rod. This rod right here. Look at that. Thing's gorgeous. 4/8 quart. All hand rolled carbon fiber. It is a stunner. And I just got it yesterday. It's a heavy, fast. So I needed a swim bait rod. That's what I needed. And so I bought that. And this is just a beautiful, and it casts a mile. It really does cast a mile. And it's just, I cast it in one of the trees earlier. Oops. I don't want to lose it. But I got to break it in. So today's sort of like go big or go home type thing. Cause I really want to catch something big on this baby. Now I'm using a 6-inch soft plastic that I molded this week. So let's see if I got one here. Yeah, I do. So this right here is a perch that I created. I molded that and painted it. But the one I've got on it isn't exactly like that. So we're just, although the perch seem to think it's a long lost relative, they keep following it, which I guess is good. And but yeah, we're using one of my 6-inch hand poured soft plastics is what I'm using right now. Now I also have these. These are dancing bones that I created. I poured those. Soft plastics is a new thing for me. I usually paint hard plastics. So heading into soft plastics is something new for me. And it's quite interesting. It really is. but I like doing big baits. And so I bought this very expensive open pore mold by Angling AI. It's a G6, it's called. It's a 6 inch. And the next one I'll buy is probably a 4 inch. And the neat thing is I can paint it with a special paint from Lurecraft. So I bought all new paints. I had to set up my soft plastic station, which is, you know, sort of hot pad and microwave and injectors and stuff like that. So it cost me about $500. Um, and I got that money from selling my hard baits. So, and then I've got Lake of the Woods here sells my bait. So I've got an order for them in my truck. I'll drop off later. And then I have a custom order that I'm delivering at noon at the marina to a viewer of mine. And so he's got quite a few coming to him. So, Kathy, hi, I'm 12 and love fishing. This must be your mom's account then, huh? I don't know. But welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel. If you're local at Klamath Falls, you're always welcome. The if I see you, I always have a gift for you. Kids always get gifts from me. I mean, it's just you got to be able to catch fish. So they usually get a custom bait from me, and it's just a lot of fun to get the kids hooked on fishing. So the when I'm at the lake and I see people, I always make sure that they're catching fish, and yeah, it's just fun. I love watching people, especially kids, catch fish. It's the best part. So yeah, it's water's warming up nicely though. We're at 63.3, so we're 1.5 degrees or so away from where top water can start to work. And so maybe, today's going to get really warm, about 80 degrees up here, and that'll warm up the lake considerably. So later this morning, I might switch over to top water. I did bring some top water, which I don't usually do this time of year, but I knew it was going to be a hot day, and I was a little optimistic. So I didn't bring my big topwater stuff. Yeah, because I got a 7.5 inch topwater lure that is just a killer for big bass. And I didn't bring any frogs. But I don't think the lily pads are really into bloom right now. If anything, I can punch them with a heavy jig, 1 ounce jig or something on that rod. In fact, on my heavy, I can punch it. So the wind's going to pick up a little bit right now. It's pushing us pretty good. There's a fish that jumped. Yeah, they're probably crappie or trout. They're not going to hit what I've got on. You get jumpers. Crappie almost start boiling. A boil is when fish hit the surface in large schools, and so it looks like a piece of the lake. A little bit of the lake is boiling because they're just hitting the surface. A whole bunch of them, and we call that a boil. And striped bass. There's a lake I fish down in Southern California, and we chase boils. Oh, we gotta go back. The wind blew my baggie off, so we gotta go get my baggie of baits. Okay, we're gonna put you guys over here while I grab my bag. I do have a line out, which is hold up. going to have to untangle this line. I just did a bad thing. I don't want to lose these baits. And now we've got to untangle my line. This one's going to be fun today, I think. That's what anchors are for. I am fat and my belly keeps popping out. I'm sorry about that. I am losing weight. But you just can't lose it fast enough to make me happy. Family of ducks. Over the side of the boat. This time around. Alright. I bring coffee. Always forget. Yeah, we got more baits down. Flying away. Going to be a problem on the way back, but we're going to spend the morning down in the south end. And we might go the afternoon up in the north. I don't know. Just see. Well, depends what's hitting where. And again, we're going big or going home today. Yeah, this is going to be a big basket. So this isn't the last set of houses. So we got one more point over here before we get to the last set of houses, and then there's like a Mormon camp, for girls. It used to be a Girl Scout camp. Mormons bought it, ish. You really can't buy the land here. So all these people own these homes. Usually the great grandparents bought these homes for like a few $1,000s. And it's just been inherited from one generation to the next generation. Now the cool thing about this lake, in the winter this lake freezes up and we go ice fishing on this lake. So there's a bunch of ice fishing videos on my YouTube channel and it's awesome. I mean, ice fishing is so much fun. And some of these owners have planes that land on the ice or they'll land on the lake, because they have pontoons on their planes. And so it's not unusual to see a plane land on the water or on the ice. So they just bring their plane up to their dock. How cool is that? Now this house has been that little boy a year ago, 2 years ago, he was out here fishing. And he was crying. And I was in my kayak, so I was just a couple of years ago. And so I paddled up to him and said, what's going on? And he was crying because he hadn't caught a fish. So, down here there's perch galore. So little power bait on a little jig, just drop it down. So that's what I did. I pulled out a jig, I put it on his line, put a little power bait on it, told him to drop it down to the bottom, and he caught a fish and he was all happy. So I put some power bait in a baggie and I said, just keep using that and you'll have a great day. And his dad's up there and he's looking at me like, what's that old fat guy talking about boy for? So I paddled over and I told him, he appreciated it. Yeah. Just making sure kids catch fish. He went from crying to, from sad to elation in seconds. It's really cute. That's his little typical. Showers, and we're going to work, heavy vegetation with this swim bait, and we're about at that point here, all the way across. It's only about 10 feet, but we're going to go all the way to Rainbow Creek. There's a creek that feeds into this lake. I mean, this lake's actually kept full for springs underneath the lake. And there's Rainbow Creek, though, that feeds in the wet season. It has been. And then there's Dry Creek, which is up at the northern end by the Boy Scout camp, which is not the Boy Scouts anymore. It's Scouting America or whatever. Because Girl Scouts can sell their cookies, but boys don't get their own club. What the crap is that about? What has gone wrong with the world's gone crazy. They don't even know what the difference between a boy and a girl is anymore. The world's gone nuts. I don't know. I'm a baby boomer. We're simple. It really was. Biology was easy. A boy was a boy, a girl was a girl. Pronouns were easy. Him, her, she, he. Simple. Mr. and Mrs. Simple. I was raised in a very simple world. You know what makes the world complicated is people. People make the world complicated. And yes, you can believe anything you want. And it's the differences of beliefs that make life more interesting. Doesn't mean you have to agree with them. It's just that the people around you are going to be different. And that's the beauty of it. People make life better. And if they were all the same, that would be boring. Really boring. Now this particular bait will require a good hard set on it. And they got to pull hard on it to lodge this hook in the mouth. So that's why I really like to have the rod in my hand. So if indeed I do get a bite, I can pull hard and set that hook properly. Okay, we're in the last set of houses. We're almost to the point where we need to get to that southern end. I want to really get over that vegetation. Last time I hit that, there's some pretty big bass over there. So really think the southern end's going to be hit pretty good down here. The water's warming up nicely. We're at 63.75 degrees, which is good bass territory. Yeah. We just got to get into that vegetation. That cover. So we can see the bottom right here. It's 12 feet deep. And you can see the bottom of the lake right here. Now, if you're wondering why guys on the boat cast towards shore and pull out, it's because fish are ambush predators. So they like to be deeper than their prey comes in. And so by fishing from shore to boat, you're sort of working the instincts of a fish. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start fishing from shore to boat. Dock. It's okay. We'll go retrieve my bait. I tried to compensate for the wind a little bit too much. What I did, and pole. Neat tree right here underneath the water. Let's see if we can fish something out of that. Coming over here, I got this nice piece of cover. There's a big fish right there. Too skinny. Trout. I won't do this. We're gonna bring the bait right over that tree. We're in the tree. That's probably about fishing around the tree. You get stung a lot at this lake too. Yeah. There we go, got it. Trout, you look pretty skinny. You look pretty skinny. Bass are fat. Maybe that's why I like them so much. I have so much in common with them. Largemouth, because I have a large mouth. Coming up to my neighbor's house. Most of these people are really nice people too. They really are. Some of them are a little uppity, but very few of them. These are little boat houses with like railroad tracks, so that you can pull your boat in and out of these little itty bitty boat houses. You can winterize it that way too, so when the lake freezes, you can pull your boat out of the water. But people don't live in these houses in the winter. They just winterize the whole house. They live in their real homes. These are not year-round dwellings. These are vacation homes. I think there's one person on the other side that actually lives in this house year-round. Because we get a lot of snow. We get 10 feet of snow up here. You gotta keep it plowed. all by 8 o'clock. It'll be fun. The only thing about this lake, it gets windy. Vegetation too. Watch me not catch something. This is terrible at fishing, by the way. Although I am pretty good, but I am going big or going home today, so it's like, we gotta break in this heavy rod. If I use a swing, probably use a swing. I really want to catch one of my new plastics, though. Because this water is about 7 feet deep. Swings hold level at about 4 feet, so. Just work the grass. Don't give up on it, Mike. Look at that. That is a bass that followed it up. He's about the same size as my bait, though. He's about the same size as the bait. Maybe he thought it was his big brother. When you fish, in every cast you have optimism, or else why do it? And that's the fun of I love this rod. Great rod. Brand new. It needs a fish on it. Anything will put a hard bait on it and catch something, but definitely got to get a fish on it. Create a topwater box because I didn't really expect it. I did bring something, but past these guys. They always, when it comes to my boat, they don't really give me a lot of credit. My boat isn't, a nitro. That's okay. Your respect is how many fish you catch in front of them. I really want a big one right now. Lily pads start to pop up down here. this is beautiful, guys. Look at this. Right over there to your left is going to be Rainbow Creek. I actually took the boat in it last time I was here. This vegetation wasn't this tall yet. It was a week ago. And really something else. Really something else. I think I stuck it in my nature playlist. There's some pelicans over there. Sometimes there's some sandhill cranes over here. Along that grass line there. It's hiding there. Just below the surface. Right here. We can swim this bait right through it. Grass right here in front of us. By the end of the month, this will all be lily pad. caught. We'll bring the frogs out. Hollow bodies. If you've ever tried toad thumpers, best hookup ratio on hollow bodies there are. Okay. Really good. Yeah. Or tree thumper. Who's one of the two? It's a thumper. Cast like a dream, man. Is that heavy? It's effortless. Pelicans. Left there, we could probably still make it into the creek if I wanted to. Right around this pelican. Have an oar, but it's windy, so it'd be really flat. let's move you guys over closer to me. Alright, let's pull you guys over here. Put you there for a second. Difficult. It makes it difficult. It's going to really kick up, I think. So, whatever. I pressed a button. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. There you go. There you are. He is looking at the handsome bloke. Oh, there ain't no handsome bloke here. Afternoon all. It's windy. It's really getting windy here. We're on this very southern end of the lake. We're going to put you on the back of my boat now, not on the front. And plug you in so I don't lose power. And I get a light when I'm doing stuff like this. Get that compliment too often anymore. Maybe I'll lose 100 pounds and maybe I'll get it again. I don't know. feet of water. This is a massive plateau here on the southern end. There's a lot of vegetation down here. So there are fish. I mean, I can catch perch or crappie, but I just want to pass on this lake I live by, Upper Klamath. It's 25 miles long, 8 miles wide. It's a huge body of water. The average depth of that body of water, 25 miles by 8 miles, right? 8 feet. The average depth. It's not a very good lake. It looks pretty from the air. Not a very good lake. The Lake River, right next to my house, it's a short little, it's called links, next to lakes. And the lakes are close together. It's like about a quarter mile. Very short little lake. I keep forgetting. You get so focused on fishing, you forget about the other stuff around you. You really shouldn't. And I've got my soda pop thing. It's like sparkling water with fruit. 5 calories for the whole bottle, so you gotta watch it. I try to keep it to 1,700 calories a day. I'm pretty good at doing that now. And that loses a pound or two a week. So in a 50 weeks in a year, I will hit my goal. I'm not a very patient man. I think I would be a patient man. Fishing as much as I do. No, I'm not. I'm forced to patience. So patience is forced upon me. It's not by choice. I mean, you see all these stupid commercials on weight loss? They don't work. They're really preying on Italians, fat Italians who are impatient. Fat Italians. Because Italians are not known for patience. I know, I'm Italian. See my nose? Italian. That's why I like Armenians so much. I stand next to an Armenian. They're the only, people with bigger noses than us. Gotta love that. Gotta love them. They got big noses. Italians got big noses. Armenians got bigger noses. Love those guys. They hang out with them. Yeah, this is why pretty girls hang out with not so pretty girls. They look prettier. Italians, hang out with our meanies. Our noses look pretty. Birds have a small nose. Very good. Set the bar so low. Since I learned, my very first bait catch was a cup. So usually use some I like it, but I happen to have it. There's no reason to buy a coupon when I already have it. Thing about fishing. Any second now, you can when you put the pole down, go to the bathroom, take a drink, snack, have no snack. This is how you lose weight. Put yourself far, far away from food. That's how you do it. This is the Rufino weight loss program. You know, this far away from food and possible. Out of reach, out of sight, out of mind. Not really. That's the way it is. So this lake is only 3 miles long. 1 mile wide at the widest. That's how big this lake is. Not very big. But it's very clear. We usually have 12 to 15 feet of visibility in the water. The water's so rough right now. I can see the bottom. I can see the bottom right there. So, the fish that come out of here are pristine too. It's a very clean lake. Unlike the upper lake on the house. That's gross. You don't keep fish out of that lake. You'll catch 10 pounds of trout. But back they'll eat it and die. In fact, during the summer months, there's this blue green algae, and they tell people don't even touch the lake because it has cancer-causing carcinogen. I don't know what that is. It sounds bad, so I don't touch it because it sounds bad. That's all they have to say. Mike, that water's got cancer-causing carcinogen. Sounds bad. Don't touch it. That's how they get you. You tell all the other fishermen that the lake you're fishing is deadly to them. And the lake's yours. It's just smart. It's psychological warfare. That's what that is. Yeah, tell people they're going to die, and their instinct for survival takes it. And then the lake's all yours. Genius. That's genius. Oh, it looks stupid. I'm not too dumb. I'm not too bright either. Not too dumb. Sort of in the middle somewhere. Got right through the buoys here. The no wake buoys. I'll have to slow down because, this boat at 2 miles an hour, I can surf behind it if I was a squirrel on a plank. Yep, pretty sure I could pull a squirrel on a plank. Jumping waves. My battery is a lithium-ion battery, 100 amp hours. So actually, it's a very, very strong battery. I've only run out of power once, and that's because I didn't charge it the night before. I don't think I've ever ran out of power on a pressure charge battery. But if I put this to 5, it uses twice the power, amperage, as if it's on 4. So as long as you're not in a rush, you're good. And if you're in a rush, you shouldn't be fishing. I don't know what you should be doing. Maybe racing. You're in a rush. So you're fishing. You're never in a rush. You're just boating. So we're boating. I am terrible at boating. I almost died a couple times. One was in a boat, one was in a kayak. So terrible on the water. Guys, if you're new to the channel, look up the Osprey video. It's a fantastic video. You can name the mic after me. Of course. I have a bird out here. A raptor. So, see this mountain right here? You're going to see a mountain right there. That's Mount McLaughlin. It's a beautiful volcano. Gorgeous, gorgeous mountain. It's Mount McLaughlin. This is a gorgeous. I don't know why my wife doesn't like coming here. I think she likes coming here. School getting their bachelor's degree. Ashton started his internship. I've died a couple times, nearly died many times in the last decade. So she's going to school, so if you need I do catch her. My life insurance isn't going to keep her, forever. I'm getting a degree support. That's kind of pessimistic, yes. She's going to school, so when I die, she can support herself. That's pessimistic. Although yesterday she says, I'm not going to. You're 16 in 2 months. I mean, I'm so well practiced at it. I got it. Yeah. This is a 7'3" rod. It really did a gorgeous job. This is all hand done. This cork is 4/8. Usually only get 3/8 cork on the rod. This is 4/8. That means it's better by 33%. 33% better cork. That means it's better. Now I have a live one. It's a fruit basket with a pool noodle. Works really well. That's why it's called a well. You know why fishing is called fishing? Because you're every day. It's a good spot to fish. A lot of fishing. Morning. So I used to work here at Lake of the Woods. Yes, I know a lot of people here, and of course, I advertise for it all the time with my fishing reports and my radio show. And then, of course, you guys get to see Lake of the Woods all the time. And I have, a modest amount of viewers, but loyal viewers. My 1,500 viewers are awesome. You guys are awesome. hit subscribe. Hit thumbs up. You know, I haven't landed anything yet. I get that. Okay, so we're coming up to the fastest pontoon boat I've ever seen in my life. This guy's kind of he's really rich. Lots of money. For the YMCA, hundreds of dollars he donated in his steam capital. Anyway, there's a burgundy color, I guess. 900 horsepower, two 450s on that stage. Two 450s. They're actually 3 miles long. By the time he gets up to speed, he's got to hit the brakes. There's a crow carrying the baggage. Wow, I can't. I don't think he has frozen fingers in order to open it. No, certainly. Sure, he's hoping something is inside that bag. Sandwich, maybe. 900 horsepower. I think it's overkill, especially in this lake. But he's a car guy. It's all about horsepower, right? I mean, my 69 Charger had 555 horsepower, 500 foot-pounds of torque, and I did it with a sound. Yeah, that's what you do with it. I don't think boats have the same fun. You know, that low, you know, on a pontoon boat. Just it lacks intimidation. The 69 Dodge Charger, it beats other cars on the road. It looks like it can. A pontoon boat? It just lacks intimidation. So I guess you could call it a sleeper. You know? It's like taking a Volkswagen Gremlin and throwing a hen in it. Yeah. The car itself is ugly and lacks intimidation until the light turns green. I guess maybe that's it. The bear. This is last name, the bear. He owns his house with a teepee in front of it. I don't know why he has a teepee, but he has a teepee. I don't think he's Indian. He's culturally, what do you call it? Appropriated. There's 9 450s on the back of that. There it is. There it is. Problem. 450s on the back of that. There's racing ones too. It says so on the side of the front motor. It's a pontoon boat. It's like putting it's like you're buying a Volkswagen bus and throwing a hen in it. You can't go fast because it's not made to go fast. It can, but it's gonna die. It's gonna die. That's the difference. Two 450s. And it looks like it's popping a wheelie all the time. I mean, the front pontoons are pretty much out of the water. It's a tri-tune, you know, it's 3 pontoons. So you can turn going fast. I don't know. There's a osprey. Here you go. Maybe he'll dive on the first. Ospreys share the same diet as a bald eagle. 98% of their diet is fish. Grab the line. He's gonna dive. I should watch where I'm going. I'm gonna get some of these docks. These are sea-doo people. Sea-doo pontoon, sea-doo doos, and those bikes. Over down on the other side, he's got every toy under the sun. He loves my boat. His wife says, you should buy one of those. I go, he owns everything. He doesn't own one of those. That's when you know you got too much money. Let's toss it over here. So we can catch in between these docks. I'm looking under the docks right now to see if there's anything down. Here's the sea property. This is a community dock. There's the homes that go up onto the hill here to share the dock. Oh, a lot of line. Let's see what's over here, if anything. What's the ratio on this thing? I think it's 7-1. I got my glasses on my face. I think it's 7-1. My BFS is 9-1. Maybe just pulls it in. know, gotta love the casting ability of this thing. Good casting. Kayak over there fishing ducks. Do you know where your children are? Go home, right? Today's theme, right? Pretty mountain, huh? Shack up here. Learn. We pay $1.3 million for 600 square. Guy loaded. He was a doctor. Built it to his kid. They fought over it and they figured, oh, let's sell it. 600 square feet. $1.2 million to have a bedroom on. All the other ones are like basically we have 10 stuff. But they want it. Another thing to build doorstep. The baby's on the doorstep. You guys deserve a fish. After we turn this, we're going to go finesse. And I'm going to you know what? I want to try this new spinner. Where's your bait? In front of me? Alright. That's something else I have to do. You think fishermen have right of way. That's not very right of way. spinner blade. It's quite pretty. Bass over here. Big difference when you go from a heavy to an ultralight. Is that fishing or is it just standing?
You having any luck, Mike?
You know what? I have a brand new heavy rod. Today I'm going to go big or go home, but I got 2 hookups, but I didn't land them. So, I mean, it's all bass for me. So, but the trout are hitting because they just stocked it. Main ramp. So, I mean, but these guys are getting trout. Huh? They're small. They're legals, 8 to 10 inch. Are you guys taking out? Yeah, I mean the trout are over here. I want some big largemouths today.
No 17-pounders, no big ones.
You know what? The water's getting there though. We're at 63 degrees. Water's getting there. So I mean it's 2 more degrees. Yeah. You don't have a line in, do you?
Me right now?
No, him. I see him standing out here.
Yeah, we're waiting on my buddy. He's supposed to be picking me up.
Oh, he's one of those buddies.
I know I'm late, so he's pissed.
Oh, you're late?
Yeah, I'm late. He can't be late. I overslept, so he's pissed off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm waiting here. I might have to crack a beer.
Well, usually on this line, I'll catch some smallmouths. Caught a 2.5 pounder the other day over here, so it was fun. Huh?
Do they ever stock it here at this marina?
Well, it's getting to that point where they shouldn't be stocking at all, but they will be this month. They got a stocking all the way to July, and the water's too warm. And so if the trout don't find cold water quick, they die, they float. And so people are seeing floaters right now. Yeah, because you know the trout have to find that cold water. And if they turn left instead of right or right instead of left, they die. This lake in July 4th will be 78 degrees. Yeah, and they'll die. Oh, no. It's all top water, man. I top water for bass. They break surface so easy. I'll catch 100 bass in July and August.
Really?
Every day. Bass are too smart. That's what's so great about it. I mean, the trout are stupid. I mean, power bait on a water bobber, throw it out there, catch them all day long. But with a trout, you can't catch a trout twice the same one. They have an instinctive memory. They know how they were caught before. And so I mean, that's why, you know, that's why I have all these rods and all these, you know, baits and stuff like that. I mean, I gotta switch it up. I'll catch like 10 bass and then it goes dry. Then I have to switch it up to something else so I can get the bite back on.
Your thing holds up a little bit better than the wind. My God, man, I can draw around so much. What do you call this? A cat boat?
It's a Sea Eagle fold cat. Yeah, it's and it's as tough as nails. You can fit it any way you want. I mean, I have show this side imaging too. So, I mean, no, I mean, that's my live well. And so, yeah, it's fun. So, this isn't sinking, so I'm going to have to go with something. It's a new spinner I made. Well, this wind, hopefully it'll die down. I mean, it really kicked up at 8 o'clock, and it went, I'm thinking, you know how this lake gets, when it gets windy, it's crazy. But, I checked the weather, it was supposed to die down. So, I'm really hoping that it doesn't stay this way. What's she sorry about? What's that? It's another bait I made just recently, so I'll try this square bill.
Yeah, what are you fishing on?
That's a square bill. Just painted that one, so I like catching stuff I paint. Hey, I started making soft plastics this week.
That's cool, so you make your own lures.
I do. They sell them at the marina. But the ones I make.
That's cool.
But yeah, these, started doing these this week.
What do you catch on those?
Bass. That's a largemouth, or you can catch a German brown trout. Brown trouts are 30 inches in this lake.
Big topwater strikes.
Well, you got to let this sink and then start at about 6 feet,
Okay.
and pull this in super slow. But yeah, I started making soft plastic. So there's another one here.
You been nailing them on that?
These things are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one I did a pearl in it, in the pour, and then I painted it, and then I re-poured it. So really fun. Yeah, it is a fun one. But yeah, he goes on my new heavy rod right there. And then you got, this is my ultralight. So I'll work the shoreline here. There's a grass line right here. If you run that grass line, the smallmouths will hit it. So if you troll that grass line right here, pretty reliable for a smallie.
See, I like getting some of this knowledge. This is only my second time in this lake, so it's good.
Oh my God. Well, I have a YouTube channel, Terrible at Fishing, and I also have a radio program on Friday nights.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's called Terrible at Fishing. Oh, we're all terrible at fishing once in a while, right?
It's called fishing.
Yeah. So we just, this is what you do. It's fun. Hey, I'm trying to fish here.
Well, I think he's really mad at me.
Yes. I got a seat. He's left you.
He didn't even turn his phone off, too. That's how I know he's pissed.
Oh no, really? Yeah, there's a bunch of bass right here. A bunch of this.
I bought a bunch of power bait lures that I wanted to try out. And I dropped it off to him last night. And then this girl called me. So I was out late. And then I overslept. And then I was like, oh shit. That's what the girls do.
What kind of boats he got?
What's that?
What boat does he got? Probably
it's like
seen
a
him
little
out there.
John boat. I don't know.
Oh, he's got a John boat. Okay.
Little John boat. He's got a white 10 horse, I think, on the back. And then he's got a trolling motor next to it.
Oh yeah, he's down there. Yeah, I saw him. I went right by him. He had already caught a couple trout.
Had he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it on his string. I saw it on his stringer.
On the bait.
Yeah, trout are, like I said, they're dumb. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
There he is.
Yeah.
I'll just bass over here.
Yeah. Hooked them up right away.
Yep, that's where they are. This is largemouth.
Yep.
Ow!
That was fun to watch.
There's a bunch of them right here. There's a lot of grass right here. There's a bunch of them right there. There you go. I had to show off.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, my channel is called Terrible at Fishing,
no,
but
that's not true. Terrible at fishing, first cast.
with one of my baits. Oh, some stupid store-bought baits. There you guys go. And always give them a kiss.
Oh, that's too nice.
Always. So there's no hard bit.
You always throw them back.
I love bass. Bass is delicious, but my freezer's got enough fish in it. My wife will tell me, she goes, bring home 5, and I'll bring home 5. And what are you doing? Hey, I'm fishing here. What is this guy?
I got sharp elbows here.
My goodness. See, now this is how boring trout fishing is.
That's how friends are.
This is how boring trout fishing is. See? Boring.
Racist. Don't be picking on this trout.
It's boring. They're fun to catch, but they're lousy to fish for. I can't.
Agree.
They are good eating. They are good eating, and I've got plenty in the freezer. But I mean, they'll hit this thing, but big ones will. See, I didn't sell this bait because I accidentally, when I went to put the spot on it, I double spotted it. So on that side, a fisherman will say, "Oh, that looks sloppy," but that's what he wants to see. But a fish don't care. But I mean, obviously. Yeah, they don't. What are you doing, 2 rods? He's a professional. Actually, Scott over there in his boat. Yeah. He'll catch 20, 50, 100. I mean, he just uses a water bobber.
Yeah.
And his water bobber technique is what I tell people on my channel and on my radio show. I mean, that is really the way to catch trout.
You're actually on the radio?
I am. Friday night, 7 o'clock.
What
103.3 Gold Country. Terrible at fishing.
I've seen his YouTube site.
Oh my goodness. See how exciting that is? Thrill a minute.
Yeah, at least I can drink my coffee and drink my
I drink
power drink.
I have a coffee. This is my coffee.
Play with my dog, my bird dog, my champion hunting dog.
You know what? One of those is going to be pulled in.
What?
Because you're walking away. You're walking away.
See him, grab it. Put me to work, huh?
I love this place. Other people do know me.
Your name's Mike?
Yeah. It's good to meet you, Rich.
Yeah, that's Dave out there.
He's mad at you.
I met up with a chick last night. Missed her.
You got one, you got one. No, not really.
I was waiting on that. I was waiting on that. Counting on me to catch a fish.
Fishing's relaxing. If you're in a rush, you're doing it wrong.
Well, I guess I got nothing better to do.
Yep, have a drink. Trying to fish here.
Come by one of these days. I was gonna say I'd probably give you something to take you out to him, but I don't know if I could. You think I could jump from this to that boat?
Oh, you just let him come.
Yeah.
He's way down at the south end.
Yeah.
I passed him. He was way down there.
I called.
Like I
him.
said, he was having he had 1 or 2 on his stringer.
Well, I bought lures and power bait for us last night. Probably catching them on that.
Of course. Yep, that's how you catch them. I mean, what he's doing is a 3-foot leader on a weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really the best way. I mean, actually, a slide bobber. You know, the water bobber is your best bet. Yeah, because you can feel the bite that way. But with a weight in between you and the hook, you don't feel bites very well. So you're really hoping he just runs with it.
Yeah,
Water bobbers are the best, man. You can catch 50.
He doesn't use a bobber, he just uses a weight and a power bait.
Well, water bobber you fill it with water,
Yeah, I saw those yesterday.
and it sinks.
Oh.
They don't stay on the surface.
I hadn't seen one until yesterday. It's almost
Water bobbers you fill with water and it sinks, and it's almost neutral buoyancy. So it'll just slowly sink onto the top of a weed bed, and it'll float right above the weeds, and your power bait floats above it. And that movement creates movement on that. And it's really a great way to catch trout.
So do you get paid for your radio show? Or you just do it?
Yeah, just do it for fun. It's a community station. And the guy, him and his wife, the station manager, likes my YouTube channel, so he called me up, or he emailed me and asked me what I thought. I said, I'll do it. And there's another station that wants to pick it up now. And it's like,
You got that voice to get the gap, so we're hanging
oh, I
out
definitely
with
have the gift for gab.
local
But I sound like my
celebrity.
mother. I have the face for radio. I mean, on my YouTube channel, all you guys see is my belly.
You gotta get one of those lenses that make you skinnier.
I do. I need a skinny lens.
They make those?
They should. I mean, fisheye lens is white, so and a telephoto lens, skinny.
I don't control it for my paddles. I get a little.
Well, the wind, you can just let the wind push you. Then you got to paddle back. Yeah. Sometimes when I was on my kayak, I would paddle. And you know, I didn't mind paddling. It wasn't that hard. Paddling's not hard, but when you got a real hard headwind and you have to go to the bathroom, that's when you get big. That's when you get the headwind. Whenever you have to go to the bathroom. Now I have a urinal. There's one down there. I can't make it to shore. I just stop the video and nice and warm.
Come on, D. Snooze, you lose.
He's south.
Yeah,
He's in the south end. Because I passed him by YMCA. He's down at the south end.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah. I wake up at 3.
No, I would. That's I got my buddy. He's always late, and I just meet you there. And I would drive He's a heavy drinker.
I'm heavy and I drink, but I'm not a heavy drinker. Oh, I'm sure. Those guys are catching trout. Well, they did stock some, from the children's event on Saturday. Those went into the lake. So they do. They come over here. Well, the pool is made for 6 and unders and special needs children. So, I mean, that pool gets a lot of all the trophies in it. And we want the little ones and the special needs kids to really have that moment. And it was pretty, and it's the happiest day on the lake that day for Saturday.
It's good they closed out that boat ramp. There were so many kids around there.
Yeah.
I saw this older couple picking up she was like right in this family.
I better walk up and talk to him. I don't.
Where are you going to walk to?
buy a bass.
What's that? Oh, they'll put a little red slip on your car, and then you got it, before you leave the $10. Yeah, before I was hired here, I would grab some extra of those, and I put them on the owner's cars. I always, yeah, I have a year pass, but I always did it to the owners all the time. Only when they want me to, and I want to. So it's a per diem thing. I'll take people out on a pontoon boat that need a guide, and I'll take them out and get some fish on lines for them. Pretty easy to do. This lake's got so many fish in it. I mean, you saw. I mean, I told you there's bass. I threw it there and I got a bass. I mean, it's just what they do.
You don't even
What?
have a line in.
That was a bass. So, up, waves. Somebody's waiting.
Going golfing.
I'm not going to the south end again. I saw his boat. That's why I said he's down by the point right before YMCA. That point before. That's where I passed him. What?
Can I get over there to that
No.
shore? No, I didn't.
The YMCA maybe. I mean, if he's still over there.
I'm not gonna choose.
I mean, I don't know where he is now. I mean, I passed him about. Does he have two people on it? No, because I only saw one guy in it.
Yeah, there's just one guy.
Yeah.
It's a silver boat, white motor with a black trolling motor.
I mean, sometimes a pretty girl wants to jump on the front seat, so it's always good to be.
Well, sorry I'm not.
That's what happened last time I was here. Shaylee, who I know, she waved me over and she jumped on the front one, and she's a looker. All right, I'm gonna push away and catch me some smallmouth bass. You try working that power bait. Is he coming around? Yeah, that's probably him. What? I always catch big fish. They're this big. Bass. Bass. There's a bunch of largemouths right there. You're going over that guy's line right now. Just FYI. This is smallmouth area. All right, let's catch some smallies. Catch some smallies. Mark this shoreline. Right over the weed line. fun to catch one right in front of somebody. So I'm not so terrible at fishing, although you guys probably think I am terrible at fishing. See, I am going to give birth any second. You know, I go to the hospital a lot. It's very embarrassing when they wheel me into labor and delivery. Put my legs in the stirrup. I said, that is not a baby. Messes up the action when you get salad. use really sharp hooks. Really sharp hooks. I mean, when we say sticky, I say sticky. This is a good spot. Right along here. It's a friendly area. That's another nice thing. One of the reasons I chose Klamath Falls is it's easy to make friends here. It's not like LA. I moved here from LA. Let me tell you, that ain't a friendly city. I'm from a small town. I missed small town people. Really did. amazing how many people do not fish for bass on this lake. Small little bits. See if I have any salad on that. I'm working right along a weed line. Yeah. Not much. that, you take the front and twist it. It's really neat. And that'll steer the bait in a different direction. It's called tuning the bait. Straightens it out. Little twist, just a little bit. You don't have to twist it much, just very little. Only 7 feet of water here, so we're moving real slow. Only square belly across. This right here is the lily pad area for the summer. This is Rainbow Bay. That's what this bay is called. Then you got Aspen, and the other one I call Purgatory. That's the one we were in earlier. Water temp at 62.5 degrees over here. The wind is cooled down a little bit. song is actually about Vincent van Gogh. It's a great song. Most people know Don McLean for American Pie, but and as wonderful as that song is, Vincent is another great song by him. It wasn't a one-hit wonder, but when you have a hit like American Pie take off, it becomes iconic. People forget about all the other stuff he did. Probably the best trout fishing there is on this lake. And that water bobber technique that I tell you guys to use, really it's top technique. I mean, it works. But it's boring. Throw it out there and wait. I want to feel the bite when they hit. Flags aren't moving. You don't want it windy all day. You kind of get wind whipped, you know, out on the lake. Oh, there he is. He's right there.
got a couple of these I went to.
Set a new opposite order of baits that I use for them, and then get a wormer on the top. Just test out the waters around the docks. Headed into here. A little parking spot. Over here. Alright. Okay guys, we're going to end this session. We'll do another one later. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Really landed one bass. All we landed. Crappie, lots of crappie. Tons of crappie under here. Lots and lots of crappie. Lots and lots of crappie under the docks. Catch them in a heartbeat. All right, here we go. Stop.